2. This is your maths class and this is chapter number 10, measurement. We have already covered a part of this chapter where we had talked about scale, the measurements given on the scale that you use in your geometry box, and that is centimeters and inches. So on your scale you find the small digits, the small numbers which are very closely written, and it is called centimeter. And the other part, if you find, that is the digits that are little far off, so it is inches. So I am sharing my book pages with you, so everybody see. This is the picture, and if you have to measure the height of these animals, how will you do? If I ask you to do with hand, do you think everybody's hand size is same? No, it is not same. So that means if you use it with your footsteps, or you take a string, then again everybody's string can be different also. So if I need to measure the height accurately, I need something that gives me just accurate size. So what I will use? I will use measuring tape. If I have to measure the size of tortoise, it cannot be same with the size of giraffe or elephant or deer. So I need a device. So I am using, the simplest thing is measuring tape, because the measuring tape will give you exactly the accurate size. Now here there are certain questions. Who is taller? So after looking at the pictures, we can say who is taller. It is giraffe. Then who has a longer tail, deer or monkey? So you can see the tail of the deer is small and the tail of monkey is so long. So obviously it is monkey. Now who is smaller, squirrel or monkey? So if I compare squirrel with monkey, that means squirrel is smaller. If I talk about scale, as I said, these digits are close by. Now this is my scale, you can see. This is my scale, and you can see here the digits are closer. Okay, on the top the digits are closer, and on the lower side, bottom side, the digits are far off. So on the top it is centimeter, and on the lower side it is inches. So inches is different from centimeter. When you will go to higher classes, you will talk about conversions, then you will know about all this in details. So here I am just introducing. You have been using this scale since till now for drawing lines and all that, but now you can use this scale for knowing about centimeters and inches and drawing a line or something with the accurate size. If I ask you to draw in centimeters, so you will use this size, this side of the scale for measurement. And if I ask you to draw it in inches, it will be this side of the scale. Further, if I go, meter. Meter is the bigger unit of length. So centimeter, inches, millimeter, meter, these are units of length. When we want to measure something, its length, then we use, for bigger things we use meter, for smaller things we use centimeter, and for very small things we use even millimeter, right? And the short form of meter is m. Then what is the short form of centimeter? It is cm. Okay, suppose you have to measure the length of the bed. So if you will start with the scale, you will not get exactly accurate measurement. So you require a bigger unit. You cannot do it with the centimeter part. you need a measuring tape that can measure in meters, right? So we use bigger units for bigger things. I ask you that everybody take out crayon from your bag, pencil from your bag, and any bigger pencil also if you have. And you will measure their length. Crayon you can measure using your scale from centimeters. Pencil also you can measure through using scale in centimeters, right? But if I ask you to measure your height, do you think you can do it in centimeters using your scale? No. You will use it a measuring tape and you will measure it in meters, right? Exercise where you have to measure size of different objects. Can you measure a bat and a bus using the same method, same device? Suppose for inches, you measure the bat in inches and you measure the bus in inches. Do you think you can measure the bus in inches? No. Truck in inches? No. Because it is very bigger than bat. So for that you require a bigger unit. Similarly, if you have to measure a bush or a herb, you have studied about herbs, bushes, trees, climbers in science. So if you measure a herb or a bush with a tall tree, so you need to adopt different ways. Like for trees, you require to measure in meters. But for trees, smaller trees, herbs and bushes, you can do in centimeters. Now we had talked about measuring length, where we had used the unit centimeter, meter. But now we are going to talk about measuring of weight. So how to measure weight? Can we use centimeter, meter? No, we cannot. If I have to measure the weight of this elephant, so I will use different digits. How? So here we are using the terms heavy and light. Heavy for things which have more weight and light for things which have less weight. What is the unit that we are going to use? It will be gram or kilogram. For things which are in small weight, less weight, we will use gram. You must have seen the vegetable seller in your colony that sells vegetables, from whom your mother buys the vegetables or fruits, and you must have these kind of weights. So these digits show how much is the weight: 500 gram, 200 gram, 100 gram, and so on. And similarly, these are the balances for measuring the weight, and these are the weights showing the higher units like kilogram. So kilogram is bigger unit of weight, like meter is bigger unit of length. 5 kilogram, 2 kilogram.